Now we're introducing the starting members of the championship ALBL game. I am Bradford Benton, always representing on the camera. Lester Dudley doing his thing, joining us once again this weekend. Soon to be joined by Lester Dudley. Being introduced. Put it on them. You see the Pistons out there being introduced right now, being led by Howard Jones, a champion coach already from 2009 with the MNBL Pistons, now taking the ALBL Pistons to the championship game. Right now we have the introduction of the Heat being led by Chris Kozik, the head coach, donning his Don Ed Hardy design shirt. The Heat coming in, the second seed this year, going up against the fourth place Pistons, going up against the first place Heat, second place Heat. Let me find out again. Reverse that. Yeah, second place Heat versus fourth place Pistons. The Pistons took out the Celtics last week in fine fashion, using their speed and agility to get to this game. The Heat stayed cool, calm, and collected. Lester Dudley has entered the building. We're being joined by him. Just came in on the limo. Got a nice car ride down here. Right now, Chris Kozik, head coach of the Heat, is on the court with his starting five.
Are you announcing them? And that's when the games are being played on TV, shown on TV.
Say it again?
When are the games being shown on TV?
Whole month of April, Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday, 3 o'clock.
Channel 15 Comcast, Channel 24 Verizon. Every Monday through Wednesday, check it out the entire month of April. Channel 3 for the other stuff. Who are you now? Wayne Freeman. Wayne Freeman.
And we're ready for tip-off, the ALBL Championship Big Dance, the mini dance we call it. So he's still dribbling.
Do you understand what basketball means? Don't bounce the ball.
And the Pistons win the tap. Fourth place versus second place. And ALBL Commissioner Tom Herder is doing his best impersonation of MNBL Commissioner Kevin Johnson. That is true. That's a travel by LJ Long, the most boisterous on his team.
Can we bar a player from the gym?
Yes, you can actually. We've done it. Yeah, you are special. I see your helmet. Pistons moved the ball last week, doing very well, using their speed and agility and their athleticism to overtake the first place Celtics. Celtics were without their best player, but they still should have won the game. But the Pistons just outran them. Did we ever find out where their key player was at, Brad? I think he went to Disney World early. Oh. We never found out. He went a week too early. He thought it was in the bank. They took first place. He thought the season was over. I'm thinking 3 letters. Possibly 5. Possibly. Good steal. That is Vo for the Pistons. Played a very big role last week. This Heat team just towers over this Pistons squad. They got to learn to go inside because these Pistons run. Being led by number 12, and there's Vo again, no good. Steal by Long. He's going to go coast to coast. He's got him. Couldn't hit it. Too hard. Nice rebound there. Well, after almost 2 minutes of play, the ice is broken. 2-0. Heat. Number 12, Kevin Noel for the Pistons, scored a huge amount of points last week. The ball is out of bounds. Look at Howard Jones. They'd go over it, but it hit the pole. Howard Jones don't see nothing. This is a different Howard Jones from the MNBL. MNBL, he says nothing. He comes in, he coaches, he leaves. That is true. Long trying to fight his way in. No basket. Does get the foul, though. He was hacked in the act. Long at the line. We're not sure his free throw percentage. Like I said, myself and Nestor, along with Lester, we're only here for the playoffs. We try to come down during the season, but it's just too hectic in our lives. Nestor with Around the Rim, which you could watch on atllive.com. You can check that out. You will not see the ALBL on there, but you can check out the MNBL, the next level up after this season's over. For the 9th graders moving up, we'll announce the 9th graders once again. And nice job by Kevin Noel. Freeman trying to do his best impersonation of his father by falling down before the contact. He actually pulled it off. He did do a good impersonation of his father because he didn't get the call. Yes. Nice pass up there. Oh, he couldn't get it to capitalize. Yes. Where's the bunny? All right, we're going to have a hard time trying to figure out who these... Nice job. That was a nice pass from Long to Freeman. Down low to the big man. Didn't touch the floor. Score it. That is Ronald Adosian, who had a really good game last week, to propel them past the Lakers. The Heat. How about the Heat in the MNBL? Add a team. Make it the Heat. I kind of like the Grizzlies if you move up. I was always partial to the Bulls. I always figured that the next team would have been the Bulls. Long, wide open. Don't forget the MNBL was established during the Jordan era, so we always figured that if there was a 9th team, it would be the Bulls. The Jordan era is over, though. There was actually an outcry. How come one of the teams wasn't the Bulls? Now we should have like maybe a Hornets. Yeah. Actually, the outcry was instead of having Sonics, you should have had Bulls. That's true. That was the outcry way back in the MNBL days. I think the Hornets would be good. Who else is hot now? The Magic. Bring out the Magic. That would be good. If I ever became a coach down there, I'd push for the Magic. What a shot by Long. Pulling the trigger. Taking all 3 of these. The Heat are doing a nice mix-up of going inside and outside. Kosick is very happy right now. He must have listened to me. That boy Shelby's still talking. I don't know. Didn't he get eliminated last week? I don't know. Played a total of 3 minutes. That is true. We tried to drown him out. Nice shot by Noel. Going the other way. 4:40 going in the first quarter. 10-4, 6-point lead. Combination of 14. I just tried to be different today. It's the ALBL. Freeman comes around. He's got a wide open lane. Nice pass. Oh, a nice block. It's a 2-on-1 situation. Nice pass to Noel. Off. Balance shot. He gets his own rebound. Very hard. Nice hustling. Three-point attempt. Off the glass. No good. Blocked by Adosian. Calling him up. They're only joking around, their boys. They are. Good pat on the back there. Who was that? Taylor Rice at the line, shooting 2. Forgot his shirt last week. I guess he still can't find it. Edward Adosian. He is moving up next year. Plenty of smack out of the flesh back there. I'm hearing it. There goes Long again. He's got the speed. Well, he doesn't have the speed over Noel, but he did have him on the cross.
The thing is with the Heat backcourt, Brad, I'm not sure who the one is, if it's Long or if it's Freeman. They both take turns being the one.
Maybe they're both 1.5.
And they have good chemistry going together, I tell you.
Not working bad. Long is more of a penetrator. Freeman seems to go around the perimeter. So far, they could swap it up. LJ misses the first. Hits the second, puts him up 11-5. 3 minutes to go. Noel is the point, the leading scorer. Gives it over to Rice. Nice job. Couldn't get it to go. Big man gets it stripped out of his hands. Tyrone Funk. Over to Taylor Rice. Back in the corner. It's a bad spot to be. Oh, he was walking a tightrope. I don't know how he got out of that, Brad. It was good athleticism. Bo with the rebound. Bo got some spiky hair on his head. Pistons get it down to 4. There goes Freeman outside the perimeter, inside the Adosian, who's too far out. Not much with his handle. Ooh, that was a foul, but a good, nice fake by Rice. Frank with the rebound. He's got to play big, number 7, Tyrone Frank. Freeman's playing way too much, too far out. Cutting himself off. Oh, and they're saying it goes the other way. That was off Noel. Should we give Acosta a blue another one? Nah. Nice steal by Long. Throws it off. Rice, good play. Good play. Got it right back. They deserved it back. The Heat, that ball went off the Pistons. Stays the Heat ball. 1.5 to go. Freeman going back outside. Throws it to Long. Long seems to be more of the one. Oh, it is a terrible shot. Now Race's 1-on-1 situation. Combo of 20. Combo 11-9. The not 2 points better than he's sitting on that one. Oh, yes. Sorry, no one got you, Kevin Noel. No one can match his speed today. Noel's going to be huge. Long with an off-balance stop shot. Freeman trying to jump. And he does what he does. It stays Heat ball. Possession rule. Howard Jones is not like that call. I don't know why Howard Jones thought he was going to get that ball. He's getting every ball. Now we know why he didn't say anything there but Bill. That's true. Once I did. Oh, poor shot. He had the right idea, but just too short. Goes out on the Pistons. Stepped on the line. Howard Jones donning the white pants and the white hat today, and he throws it away to Noel. Again, and Noel's, oh, that's offensive. No, that's not offensive. No? He drew, yeah. Oh, I thought he dropped the shoulder. He clearly leaned into him, and then he flopped. That was a good call. All right, I thought Noel leaned his shoulder down and dropped him. No, Long leaned into him and then flopped. Anthony, throw it the other way. Good boy. Nice job, Anthony. Noel hits the first. Howard Jones is saying again it hits the back now is good. Well, he doesn't realize it hit the face side of the top. The last one not only hit on top of the backboard, but it hit the pole. Correct. The pole is out of bounds. Nice pass up to Freeman, who's got to hit this. He hit that one. The Pistons came back. They got within 1, back up 3. The Heat cannot allow this to happen. They need to maintain that lead and find a way to keep the lead.
As they tell you, that middle just opened up. It parted like the seven seas.
The light, more brightness came in and it opened up. Do you think Moses was here?
Oh, right, Brad, we got to get in position.
We're going to do position
We're
today?
going to do positions. Oh, yeah. Today's a better hair day for me.
Oh, okay. My hair's a little lank, and there's Long. Long's playing big today. Much better than last week.
Oh, well, it's only first period.
LOT right
Well,
there.
that was good practice for you, Brad.
Thank you.
You had to stretch out.
Yeah, I did. I was cramping a little on the left side. You know, at my age.
At the end of the first 10, the Heat up by 3, 15-12. Nestor Dentley, Brad with Benton, and my son, who's not a baby boy anymore, Lester Dentley behind the camera.
He does have that hair, though. He's got that little fluffy going today. I like
those
nicer.
Natural curls. I like
Yeah.
that. I like that.
Much better than the thicker hairdo he sported at one time a couple years back.
He gets the length from he mama, he gets the curls from he papa.
There you go. Like the curls. So, like you said, 15-12, Heat up 3. The Heat got up to 6 at 10-4. They haven't got past that, but they were doing a nice job of keeping it at 6 for a while. Pistons came back with Kevin Noel leading the pack, of course. They are doing the minutes. Coach of the Lakers down here, the ALBL Lakers, Joe Young, keeping the time. He is the coach of the Celtics. Most said he was the head coach of the Celtics this year for the MNBL.
Yeah, I think Mighty Joe Young's going to try to make some moves in the 2010 season. I think he wants out of his Celtics contract.
Can't blame him.
Although if I'm the Celtics owner, I would demote Magic and make Joe the head coach.
Well, we're going to have to get in touch with that Celtics owner. We haven't seen him since 07. Rice is just trying to launch threes. Okay, that was a nice pass by number 7. Stolen back. I keep forgetting who number 11 is. I apologize. Gillespie, that's it. Gillespie's got to play a big role.
That was nice, Brad. You had to put the ball on the floor. He didn't have to put it on the floor. Putting the ball on the floor, just when you're big man, you get down low. You got to know the position. You got to know in front. You got to know your position. You got to know your position in the paint. That was an easy 2.
He should come down and watch a Kings practice and watch Chris Rogers. He never puts the ball on the floor. Oh, nice play by Adozian. There's Frank again, battling, doing what he does best. He's got to get that. He's a big man. He should push everyone out of the way. Adozian's got to stay down low today. Frank's got to hit his layups. He's going to get a lot of looks. And speaking of getting out of their contract, Kevin Benner of the MNBL Bullets is down here today. He has opted out of his Bullet contract next year. He's also a coach down here as well. I don't know if he's staying down here to coach.
He is. He told me last week he was.
Okay. So he's just staying in the ALBL. He can't handle the high school kids. Look at that speed. He's too darn quick. And Noel is an 8th grader. He's got another year down here.
And he can play freshman high school next year. In the ALBL, you can do both.
Yes, you can. And he should. He's got enough talent to make the freshman team now as an 8th grader. There goes Freeman. He can't stop when you got him beat. You got to keep him on. That's what Adozian has to do. Nice defense there by Gillespie. Pistons are swarming. Long is open. Misses that one. The Heat is swarming though. Adozian got to hit that.
Adozian, the garbage man, cleaning it up down in the paint.
Nice job. Puts him back up 3. The Heat cannot relinquish this lead. That could hurt them going into the second half. The Pistons are just running. Nice job. Oh, that's a foul. Taylor Rice pushing down Freeman. And Pepe Long way down there at the end of the bench. She's on the wrong side.
Oh, yeah, she's on the wrong side.
Shouldn't she be on the Heat side?
I agree with you. She's on the wrong side.
Oh yeah. You are true. I forgot about that. Yes, the Heat are on our side. Pistons are on the other side.
That puts her on the wrong side.
And that puts her on the wrong side.
She's not on the side of the Heat.
Yes. Where LJ Long is right now the MVP for their team. But he's got to realize there's 4 other people on the court. He can't keep launching them threes and taking those shots. That last shot was a good shot. He was wide open. But Adosian, he's starting to play big. If they can get Tyrone Franken involved in that offense, it can only help them. Right now, the Pistons, Noel seems to be the only one who's consistent. Taylor Rice is trying, but he's just not there. Gillespie is invisible at this moment, and Vo is on the bench. Vo was the spark plug last week to get them that win over the Celtics. Even though Noel had like 29 points. He had 17 in the first half. See how many he ends up with this half. Definitely the Pistons leading scorer right now, 14 points. I'm guessing he has at least 9. 8.
Do I hear 7?
I think Lester said 7. Oh, they had 6 men on the court.
They got 6 men's?
They did.
1, 2, 3,
That's
4,
a
5.
three-pointer by Freeman. There was a 2. He was on the line. Oh, yeah, Howard Jones went out then. Put someone in a chokehold and pulled him off the court in the corner. You didn't see it. Taylor trying too much.
That was a nice spin move. It was. Just didn't have the shot.
Noel for 3. Nice form.
That was a line drive.
Very good form. Just he's got to stay out there. And there's Rice again with another 3 attempt. Gets that one to go. He finally hit one.
I was going to say, I guess you keep on chucking them up until one falls.
I think that's 1 out of 4 for him.
You know, this is like the big brothers in the MNBL Pistons. Living or dying by the 3.
Referee timeout.
I hope he's discussing. I hope he's discussing a possible seatbelt on Howard Jones.
It was a 3, the last one.
Okay, the last one. Okay. So Freeman hit a 3. Now, did they come up with that on their own, or was the coach of the Heat saying, "Hey"?
The coach brought it up because I guess Costa signaled 3. The outside coach said 2.
Okay.
So he wanted them to talk, which they did, and Costa overruled.
What a concept.
That's a shocker. Costa overruled the call. There goes Long and Rice. Nice pass to Freeman. Up fake, he's got to take it. Oh, what's that?
That was a Wayne Freeman shot.
That was a Wayne Freeman shot, definitely. Couldn't see the rim, but he still shot it. Nice job right there. Puts him up 5. Over to Rice. Rice and Noel working well. Rice got some very fancy circus-like shots. No, Gillespie is harassing. There's a jump ball. Possession goes Heat.
Oh, that's right. In this league, they play possession.
Yep, no jump ball. Don't like that.
I was just going to say, I hate that.
I do not appreciate that.
They did that one year in the MNBL. All the coaches were outraged. That shot was led by Laker head coach Beanie Amos.
Absolutely. LJ Long, who's been quiet for about 10 minutes. Puts him up 7. 24-17. Noel walks in. You ain't kidding. That middle's wide open. There goes Freeman. He's got to watch his back. Gillespie's harassing. Oh, nice outlet to Long for 3. He couldn't get that one. He's fading away like Larry Bird, not following his shot. Nice up to Rice.
Nice pass. Oh, that was beautiful.
That was well done. 24-19. 4 minutes exact to go in the first half. We got ourselves a game. The Heat got to keep going inside. They're trying too much outside. Yeah, it was right. Oh, it falls right in the hands of Noel. Gets his own rebound again. I think he's got more rebounds off his own shot than he does the whole team. Gillespie fouled by Adosian. And Adosian's trying to argue it.
And look at Long taking the leadership role. He's telling Dozier, cooler heads will prevail. Calm down. Remember, Long was on the boats last year, and that team didn't win a game for 3 years.
That's true.
Showing the leadership. Like to see that.
And I saw Freeman go over there and do the same thing as well. The two guards going to their big man. They know without him, they ain't going to win the game. Font coming back in. Kyle Gillespie, 3 minutes to go. The clock is still running. I thought they had stop time here. It's the second.
I know they definitely did not do the stop time on the non-televised Coaches All-Star game, but I thought they had stop time here too.
Yeah. No, it's all running time here. Chris Cossack giving us the knowledge of the ALBL, the rules. Rice still being acrobatic and getting his own rebound. Oh, and they're trying to box one on Rice.
Getting his own rebound
again.
Just not falling through. A lid on the cylinder.
Oh, a bad pass. Bad outlet pass. He should have held on to it a little longer. They just backed off. Rice.
That's a good
Rice
the lefty.
Again.
Brad, you love those lefties.
I do, and that's another foul they're calling on Adosian. That microphone is just not working very well today.
What? Oh.
I don't know what's going on with it. Taylor Rice misses the first. 4-point Heat lead with 2:10 to go in the first half. MNBL Commissioner Ken Wisconsin just walked into the building, checking out the future talent. Head coach Chris Rogers of the Kings MNBL team doing the concession stand. I heard a smack of the flush. That it was. Long's got a wide open man down court, doesn't see him. Sees Freeman though, he throws it away to Noel. Bad pass. Noel's not missing them layups. And we got a timeout Heat. How about this Pistons squad? They are scrappy, never say die attitude. They've been down, they've never had the lead in this game. Ever.
Had it down to 1
A few times.
trailing by 2, 24-22.
On that last week. I got it last week and said it. You better be playing freshman next year for his high school team. He's that good. You should play now. JV you could play on.
He's awful good.
Yeah. Very fast, very smart. Taylor Rice needs some learning.
He's athletic, but he's not quick.
Right.
Noel is a quick.
Commissioner ALBL, Tom Herter, telling me that Kevin Noel is a player. What does he know about a player? But he sees the talent. Adosian has 3 fouls, I heard. Freeman wide open, he stopped at the line where everything is free. Adosian with a nice cleanup. Loose ball, Heat keep it. Got a little confused. Poor shot. That was a bad shot by Levering Francois.
And Brad, we got to get in position.
Now we can.
I take the shortcut as always.
I ain't jumping. I could, but I'm tired. I usually do a handstand and flip off the bar.
That was a nice for Long.
Long's got to hit it. The Heat is struggling. The Heat is struggling bad. Nice inlet pass to Adosian.
He hasn't hit those, Brad, off the glass.
Fake. Front gets blocked by Gillespie.
I kicked the ball off the floor. All right, he put on the floor. That was it. He did not have to dribble. Long's throwing a touchdown pass. Adosian.
He's got to hit that one.
Look at Howard Jones.
Timeout. He's got it. Lester got it.
He got it on
Howard Jones is screaming at Kevin Noel.
Howard Jones has lost control.
All right, sorry.
Howard Jones officially lost control.
He lost it. He's done.
He's out of control. I can hear him clearly.
He sounds like Paul Conrad. He's asking, whose man is that?
Oh, that Pistons huddle, there's hollering, there's fussing, and there's a whole heap of cussing. Howard Jones has
I
no
hope they're
control.
cussing. These are youngins. That coach should probably get sat down and technical.
We seatbelt it.
A seatbelt would be nice.
But we don't want to try to influence the officials.
We would never do that down here at the ALBL. And there'll be no payoffs unless that happens. There you go. They try to get up. Rice comes up the court. We're under a minute. The Pistons had a great opportunity of tying it up for the first time since 0-0, but he put it on the floor. Going for the lead. Missed it. Frank with the rebound. Up for DeLong. They should kill it and go for last shot. They should hold it, but they won't. Francois.
He's going to take all three of these, Brad.
Oh, he shouldn't have stepped forward. He had it. He stayed right where he caught. Oh, there goes Rice. He's so darn athletic. If he could just make it more basketball savvy, he'd be so good. Foul with the ball. No good. He's been very quiet this game.
Freeman, 15 seconds.
Plenty of time. He pulls up as usual.
Combination of 50. We got the score, 28-22.
Why are you cheating? Stop sitting on him. A three blocked by Francois.
Heat up by 6, 28-22. I'm not sure if I mentioned it, Brad. That's a combo of 50.
Yes, I said that earlier.
No, after I did.
You're sitting on him too much. But anyway, the Heat, they're up 6. That last floater shot, Freeman-esque, because usually they're afraid to get blocked, especially, his papa. But, they came down, they played hard.
Uncle Jeff has similar fables too.
Yes, he does a little bit. But the Heat doing a fine job. They went up 2-0. They have not relinquished the lead. They got it down to 1 quite a few times.
Did the Pistons?
Yes, they had a nice opportunity there with Noel, but he put it on the floor and screwed himself up. They had a chance at the last second to take the 1-point lead with the 3. Fell a little short. Pistons are right there. They're very athletic. They're very scrapping, run up and down the court. Before the game, we saw them doing suicides, and Howard Jones screaming, "You'll be still running when they're getting tired." Well, right now, the Pistons look a little tired, and the Heat can maintain that lead.
And then we talk about the composure of the two coaches. The head coach of the Heat, what's his name?
Chris Kosick.
Kosick, very composed, poised, says all the positive and right things in the huddle. Meanwhile, Howard Jones has completely lost control.
Completely
yelling at the players, and he's just, I don't know. We recommend the seatbelt.
I mean, it was just a thought. We weren't trying to influence. It was a thought. But I think, he should probably be sitting down. He should be relaxing. I don't know if he has one assistant who looks young as the kids on the court, though.
Hypertension is the leading cause of death in black males.
I've heard that from you.
Okay,
So,
for Brad with Benton, Lester Dudley, we'll see you at the half.
second half.
Back in the second half. Lester Dudley, Brad with Benton. Lester Dudley behind the camera.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Second half action beginning, and Nestor Dudley stole the last Mountain Dew that I was just digging for.
You were digging? You were clam digging?
I was clam digging. You know I like that seafood. Nice shot. That could be the spark the Pistons need to start the second half. That was McGee Nguyen. Nice pass from Long. Oh, why did he stop? He had an open opportunity there. Here come the Pistons again. Nice defense by... Ooh, that could have been a foul right there. Noel for 3. Where did he shoot him? And he drains it. The Pistons come back from 6 down to 1 that quick. In under a minute, they scored 5 points. Freeman says no.
Freeman goes
nice
around.
move. He had everything but the finger roll. Nice pass to Noel, who's just too darn quick. Freeman throws it away. He got scared. His butt cheeks got tight and he threw it away. Noel fade away. Could have been their first lead, but they still have it. Kyle Gillespie. Over for 3. And they got the lead. The first lead of the game
for the Pistons. 30-28, Brad.
McGee Nguyen stepping up the second half. He's already got 5. Combo of 60-30s are wild. I have now officially given up my resignation. I am no longer commentating.
How's the audio sounding, Lester?
Without the headphones on, it sounds pretty good.
Lester.
Do you know Masha? 30 to 38 minutes left in the third. The Heat suffering their first comeback of the game, going down a quick 2, get it right back. The Heat got to pound it inside and start drawing some fouls. And they got to somehow stop Noel, because he's not coming out of the game. They got to somehow get him in foul trouble. Look up, he's got Freeman breaking. He's got to hit the open layups. Noel at the speed. Freeman got scared.
Clean rejection. Long keeping the poise.
Oh, he overshot it.
Brad,
he's got to pass it.
Brad, was that a piece of toilet paper on the court?
It looks like toilet paper. I think it's something. It could be toilet paper. It is next to the locker room. Gillespie travels. We saw that from here.
Nobody's seeing it. Worthless cause, Brad. Long.
It is. Oh, he's got a floater. So Freeman and Long both have floaters. Oh, there goes Nguyen. Dribbling over to Noel. Trip up. Noel fiddling and diddling. Trying to get that 3. No good. Nguyen. Oh, he passes it behind his own player, and he's yelling at him. Number 2, Corey Oliva is screaming at him.
No one's telling Long that anyone's behind him. No one's talking along.
And Freeman, lazy D, could have caught up to Nguyen, and he overshot the backboard. Adosian, big presence, and Frank is coming into the game.
That looks like a note instead, Brad, on the...
Oh, it could be a private note. It could be a play note. One of the plays.
Howard Jones was in that locker room, and the official sees it. He sweeps it off. Barely swept it off, but swept it off.
Maybe it was a love note. There goes Noel again using... Oh, he ran right by Long. Long with no defense. .32's a Wild.
The backcourt for the Heat are arguing amongst each other. I don't know why.
And Freeman throws it away, but gets it right back.
Stole it. He steals it. He's gonna... I was gonna say he's gonna stroke all 3 of these. We gotta have the people behind us sit down.
You gotta sit down. Hit me in the head with the jacket.
A sold-out capacity crowd at the ALBL mini dance.
Over the Long, stops with the 3, does... Oh, he tries to pass it in. Francois did not cut. It was a good idea. They got to play defense.
Coach, no one's cutting Noel off. They're just letting him run in. Tell them to just run in front of him. Don't have to play D, just run across.
Long kicks it out.
Francois strokes it, no good. But Frank is there. Frank!
That's what Frank needs to be doing. Look at him, Brad. He's blown up, but bless him, he scored.
He just got in. He ran up twice. He's beat. He's got it.
By 2, 34-36. 34-32.
There goes Frank with the steal. Knocks it over to Long. Francois is breaking. Francois got the ball over to Dozian. And foul.
Open the harm. He was hacked in the act.
And the foul is on Kevin Noel. Long's dancing, but the game ain't over.
Look at Freeman dancing.
Oh, it ain't over yet.
You know, his father Wayne was the Junior Varieties dance champ.
He was.
Back in the years 1982 and 1981 and 1982.
You sure it wasn't 71?
It was 1981, 82. He tried to go for the sweep. But Petey Ames beat him. Senior year, that's how I remember.
Was that a thriller of a show?
Oh, absolutely, bro.
That was a thriller.
You didn't know Petey back then, but he was cool in high school.
Actually, I did know him because I was the one doing the lights that show.
That's right, he didn't know you.
That's right. I knew who he was, but I didn't know him. I was doing the lights that junior varieties, to be honest.
Okay.
That's the first glimpse I ever got of Beanie Amos. I was there the year before, but I did the lights that year. Oh, a 3 by Nguyen. Air ball. Maybe that was a pass to Bo.
Dozier taking advantage of the end when he did hit the free throw.
Oh, a tough pass. Long picks it up. Francois waiting for him. He gets it. Stay out of the corner. They got the Pistons jumping everywhere like Mexican jumping beans, but they're staying in that corner. Get out of the corner. Bad pass by Freeman, and Gillespie steals it. Tanzan throws it away. Tanzan Peja, 1 of 6 Tanzan Pejas. But almost another steal. He did steal it. He got it stolen back. Adosian didn't see it.
Long at the line.
Oh, he's short on that one. No full extension on the elbow on that one. Taking his time, but Noel's just running. Slows it up. Tanzan Pitt sets the pick. Gets it back. Throws it right along. Much taller. Tanzan, good composure. Nice job by Peja. Gillespie, good rebound.
Nice weak side rebound, Brad.
Tanzan Peja. I like that name. Go, Freeman. Why is he stopping?
How does that name compare to Carlos Escobar?
I like that Tanzan Peja. Adosian fadeaway.
I kind of.
Oh, Natson kind of beats that.
I favor that name.
Yeah, Natson does beat that. Oh, stolen back.
That's a kickball.
Oh, he was going for a steal.
Brad, I don't think has Adosian sat out this entire game?
No.
Okay.
Neither has Noel. Noel for 3. Rim job. Adosian handling the rock, gives it along.
Hey, Jonathan, you need to move. Thanks.
Oh, thank God. Oh, traveling violation. That would have landed right in my bag. That would have been good.
Or it would have landed on my hat. Or just in the bag.
Yeah.
Your stuff has still got wet.
Yeah, it would. Stays Piston ball. Coming into the game, number 6. Philip Mee into the game for the Pistons for the first time. Oh, Gillespie with an easy basket. And Chris Kosick is sick. Chris Kosick. On that play. Freeman wide open, stops again. He's got to take the layup and just go right to the hole. Noel's going to take that layup. Nice defense by Francois.
Look at Noel.
All over the place. And did we mention he's only in the 8th grade? Freeman slows it up. Oh, tough pass.
So long.
Nice pass to Francois. But
What a cleanup.
Oh, he got blocked by Gillespie again. Noel's gone. Long stops the D. He's got to cut him off. Can't let him build up speed.
I don't think you can cut off a Dozier. He's just too damn quick.
You mean Noel? Plenty of time. Francois for 3.
All 3 of these.
There was like no effort in the shot. He just threw it up.
Pistons down by 1.
Travel,
Brad. Bless his little heart.
Philip Mee traveled. Tried to get it over there.
Long stroke on all 3 of these, Brad.
And it gets to bounce.
LJ Long is stepping up today. Oh, a three. No good. He had more time. 40-36. We got one frame left to decide who is the ALBL mini dance champion.
Brad, if the Heat wins, who's on front runners for MVP?
I'm going with Long right now. Long and Adosian.
Long and Adosian, exactly.
But Adosian hasn't done much this third quarter. It's Long who's been keeping him. All the clutch moments have come with LJ Long hitting. You got to get Frank more involved.
They called the timeout.
We have the Heat are ready. They're ready to get back on the court. The Pistons. The Pistons are all set. Howard Jones letting them out. Like I said, let's report who's moving on after this game. Because after this game, we don't know. Well, we know some players who will be back next year. Who will not be back next year. Kyle Gillespie, Hugh Vaughn. That's it for the Pistons. Pistons got a nice squad coming back. They're losing Vaughn, Gillespie, but those can be replaced.
Freeman takes the deep.
Nice foul by Long. Gets stolen by Rice, who's been quiet. And Philip Lee can't hold on to the ball. And he's down. Lester, you got to get lower.
Bless his eyes.
Tilt that camera down or it won't tilt. Uh-oh. That's why we're having issues. A little bit of lockdown. There you go. We got to get those face plants. That's good ratings, Lester. Doing a great job. Freeman almost broke his own ankle. Those lob passes are very dangerous. That could cost him. There goes Long with another floater. Adosian had to follow him, and he stood there and watched.
Picks up clean.
He did. Long picked Taylor Rice.
They're gonna call Adosian for a delay game. That's the second basket in a row. He hit the ball after the whistle.
He's got to stay out of it. Oh!
Adosian blocked him with his elbow, Brad.
And is it going to be on Adosian or Frank? That's Adosian. I think that's number 4. 4 fouls on him.
That's 2 pairs.
He's not taking him out. It doesn't matter.
Oh, I don't know, Brad. If I'm him, I'm taking him out.
I would take him out.
I'd take him out for a couple of minutes. You go after Adosian.
Yep. You take him out for like 2 minutes. You put him back in and tell him.
You get him out of there, Brad. Then
there's the first one.
That increases the Pistons' chances. We're going to see if it's going to be Adosian.
It's got to be. And they got Francois going in for him. That's a good substitution right there. He's got to realize no more jumping. Play on your feet. 42-36, 37. Rice makes good on that one. Freeman's got to go slow and take his time. Freeman loves that corner. I don't know why he keeps going to it.
And they kicked the note back on the court.
I've noticed that there's a 3. Or was that a pass?
Oh, that was a 3, Brad.
Oh, nice hustle by Long. Kevin Noel is not in the game. They're saving him. Oh, the Franco's got the layup. Tyrone Frank finally gets his due. They're up 7. It's the second 7-point lead of the game. It's been no higher. They stop him here and go, oh, Rice is just trying to do anything he can to get this lead down.
Well, Rice is doing a good thing. He's attacking him in the paint down low. He's drawing the fouls. Now he has to do, Brad, is capitalize at the line where everything is free.
He's only 50% so far. I got my camera with me today. Maybe I'll take a couple shots. Oh, they're doing a line change for the Pistons. This is their game plan.
Howard is switching up from basketball to hockey.
We both got our cameras?
Yes, I'm packing mine away.
Okay.
You're the photographer.
Why do you have the camera?
There's a video camera to get the banners for the MNBL.
Oh, I hear you.
There's going to be
You need any stills of that?
a little bit. You got stills of all the banners?
I can get them today.
I'd rather have the stills.
All right. I'll hit that after the game's over.
You know the email? I appreciate you don't say it publicly. Just
Forward it to me.
Mester@bugtussle.ebu.com.gmail. Something like that. Noel for three. Oh, top. The Heat are just not swarming for rebounds. Nguyen again. Nguyen has stepped up the second half. Noel's been silenced.
Freeman to Long. Kicks it back out to Freeman. He's going to take all three of these.
Oh, he rimmed him. Franco had it. He dropped out of his hands.
Noel.
No good. Follows it as he usually does.
His own putback.
Noel's got 12 rebounds. 8 of them are off his own shots.
Oh. Someone's getting tossed.
Someone's getting tossed.
And I support it. I don't know what he did, but I support it.
I support it. Any discipline is good discipline. And the Pistons throw it away. They got it down to 3, and they want a timeout. The Heat want a timeout. And Howard Jones is losing control. Fourth quarter madness.
Let's go. Go.
That's what happened. There's a little talk. Adosian and a fan are getting into it. Adosian has sit a few minutes now. I think he's calm. He got a little agitated what just happened, but I think he's ready to go back in and destroy this game. He's got a little anger in him now.
But he has to be clean. He basically has to play matador defense, stand straight still for the charge.
That he does.
There's still plenty of time. There's 5 minutes and 14 ticks left to go in regulation. Heat only up by 3, 44 to 41. You know, Adosian cannot foul out of this game. If Adosian fouls out, that increases the Pistons' chances. If Adosian fouls out and it goes OT, I would give the edge to the Pistons.
Oh, absolutely. The Pistons got a lot of mo. They got a lot of stamina, a lot of athleticism. Good pick by Francois. Adosian is in the game. 5 minutes to go. Got to play with his feet. Oh, they're trapping. Francois stays calm to Long. Wide open.
He's taking all 3 of these.
No good.
Rims at this.
Oh, and knocked away by Rice, but Long gets the loose ball.
Someone the Long.
Yeah, someone.
Freeman, why are they taking threes, Brad?
Because they can hit him.
And Cossack is.
He's pumped. Oh, he took the charge. It's a block. He did turn his body.
I was going to say long turn.
He did turn his body.
Long turn. Long turn.
So you would say Long went the wrong way?
Long went the wrong way.
Turned when he should have stayed put.
But they have to capitalize at the line. Knocks down the front end of 2.
Kevin Noel doing his best to keep this team in the game.
Bangs them both, Brad.
He's a player.
And that makes it a combo of 90, 47 to 43. And I wasn't even sitting on that one.
I know you weren't. I was not paying attention at all. Long from Freeman. Freeman back to, gets it back from Long. They don't need threes. They need to keep pounding it inside. And they call it travel.
Traveling.
He got bumped, he hopped, and he's complaining about it. Noel, there's 3.5. There's plenty of time. It's only a 4-point lead. Noel walked in the middle again. Adosian with the rebound. Out for Freeman, who's not paying attention. He's got to go to the hole. Why does he stop? He had him and Noel. He could have drew the foul. Then he throws it away foolishly.
It's a 2-on-1 situation.
Nguyen.
And they got it for
technical on Adosian, and he's gone.
Adosian's gone.
Adosian's gone.
He's not even say nothing. Adosian is gone.
A double T. He's swearing at the ref. He's out of the game. That's going to kill him. Cursing. Oh, the attitudes of 9th graders. I didn't think it would go that high.
Long is going to the bathroom.
Long is going to
get back on this court.
Long he's nothing he can do. He's out of the game.
He's out of the game.
They got 4 free throws
trying to be that leader.
And the ball.
Long is the leader.
And he just told him he's thrown out of the game. Adosian got knocked down at the end of the play. It was not called, but he also did not have the ball. They're not going to call that. I saw it out the corner of my eye. He was on the ground.
But the Pistons did not capitalize, Brad, missing both technical shots.
And he didn't get 2 tees on him? He just got one?
No, he just got the one. He just kept on reiterating that.
Okay.
He didn't know that.
All right. And there goes Noel. They got the ball back, though. That's the problem. Front got to be huge the next 3 minutes. So far, so good. Freeman got to go to the hole. Do not stop.
He does a back to front.
Why does he do that?
Thing to do.
Rice almost carried the ball. And he throws it over. He got it back.
Bodies are flying. Let the body.
Freeman hit him. A 3-pointer.
3 of these, Brad. We might have to get the position now.
Oh, my goodness. This is not good.
Get the position. Take the shortcut, Brad. It's quicker.
I hear you. I'll wait.
Freeman going to take 3 of these. Side rims it.
Long tries to draw the foul. He does. Stops the clock.
47-46. We see Dozier just come out of the locker room now, but he's going to be watching for the remainder of this game on the bench because 5 equals bye-bye.
And I know that's going to irk him something fierce, but it's his own darn fault. You don't come up cussing.
2 minutes and 34 ticks left to go in regulation. The Heat's up by 1, 47-46. Dozier's out of the game. Long has to maintain the composure. Long is the quarterback on the floor for the Heat. Has to maintain the composure. On the other side, the Pistons, I like the Pistons' chances. Only thing that's going against the Pistons is their head coach, Howard Jones, who has lost control way in the first half.
First half he was done. Second half he was on the court. But right now it's a 1-point lead. The Pistons were on their way to falling down. They were down 6, and they came back again.
Yeah, the combination of Rice and Noel.
And they're both on the court, but I think 1 foul apiece. They ain't got nothing to worry about. And Long is at the line. Long, like we said, has a chance to be the MVP of this game. If he knocks these down, he's locking it up. And he hits the first one.
Using the glass. The plexi is your pal.
That it is, and Long is not paying attention as he stands.
He's having a good time. He's having fun.
And he hits them both. And he points to the crowd when there's a wide open Rice down the other end.
Rice in the end zone. And this ain't even the 49ers.
That's not. Montana's not here today. Oh, he throws it away. Oh, and a foul.
That's a good foul. That's a good foul.
And handshake on sportsmanship.
Because there is 3 on none. Good foul.
Dozier is sick.
Back to a 1-point game, Brad. 49-48. 2 minutes and 26 left to go in regulation.
Frank got to step up. Frank knows he's the man now. The Pistons get this lead. I don't like the Heat's chances.
He was hacked in the act. Rice is going to go to the line. He's going to take 2 of them.
Did not get the hoop, but he did get the harm.
I will pay anyone to throw him outside.
Rice at the line where everything is free. Shoots the front end of 2. Back, rims it.
And he can't come out. He can't come back in. He can't come back in.
.209 to go. 1-point lead. Rice at the line. Misses that one. Nguyen almost gets it. Francois gets it. He's getting hugged by Gillespie. And they call it a jump. Possession arrow goes to the Pistons.
See that, Brad? I hate that possession rule. I hate that.
You fight to get the rebound, and you still can't get the ball.
You know, it was a Heat rebound. That was key. Look at that. Down look.
Nguyen with the ball. I'm sorry, Vo. Vo throws to the Gillespie. Rice. That's Nguyen.
Bangs down a 3-pointer, Brad. Pistons up by 2. 51-49. What happens to be a combo over 100?
Can I get one? I was actually waiting to sit on that, but I said, 3 points, they ain't getting it. Long, good shot. No good. Frank got to get it. Frank is just, he doesn't have it. Oh, it was Rice by himself.
Long actually tried.
That could have put it away. That could have put it away.
Long got kicked in his right eye. He went for the tackle.
I don't blame him leaning on me.
gone.
No, you ain't. Y'all setting me up. He's right there. That body can't hide behind nobody.
Oh, he's stuck.
He's got to be out the building. No, he's not. You ain't setting me up to split the money. Oh, he was stripped by. Rice is gone. He throws it away. He calls a timeout. That's smart.
Freeman got to realize he's got to take a layup.
Down by 4, 53 to 49. 69 ticks left to go in regulation, and he can't even smell the court because he fouled out. He's way down the other end. He's not even sitting on his team bench. Four-point lead, 109.
Howard Jones, head coach of the ALBL Pistons, is 69 ticks away from making ALBL combo MNBL history. His Pistons were winners 13 days ago against the Lakers in a big dance in the MNBL, and now he's 69 ticks away from having a Pistons sweep in this 2009 season, ending the decade of the aughts.
Do we have a bucket nearby?
Because I can show you it right now. Maybe in about 62 ticks.
Me, you, and the guy running the concession stand. And head coach of the MNBL Pistons, Paul Conrad, just showed up. Oh, there goes Lavenge Loving going to the hoop. Lavenge Francois. He's got to hit the free throws. Stop time, you've got to hit the free throws.
If the Pistons maintain, Brad, and comes home with the victory, who do you think should be MVP?
Ooh. I know Noel's the best player, but I'm going to go Rice. Rice did everything in his means to keep this game intact. But then again, Nguyen, huge second half. Huge. Nguyen could have capitalized, taken it. He hit the three to put him in the lead. He hit quite a few baskets that were clutch. And he's gotten quite a few steals. Francois hits it. 3-point lead. Nguyen with the ball. To Rice. And there goes Rice again. What a move! How did he get the rebound? Freeman's got to take the layup. He's got to stay up top and take that layup. He cannot pull up. He can get out of that corner. They're looking for threes, and he throws it away. Freeman threw it away. And Noel's got to pull it out. They don't even need to shoot. And that's what Howard Jones is saying. Don't shoot. There's the foul. Freeman threw the ball away.
They were setting up for threes when they should have crashed and got the two.
They got to go right to the basket. They don't need threes. They need to go to the basket and stop the clock.
Yeah, they went to the basket. They could have got the 3-point the old-fashioned way.
That's right. Earn it. You got to earn it.
And Brad, I don't know about you. I would not want to see this go overtime.
Yeah, I'm not in favor of overtime right now.
You know,
I got things to do today.
I mean, we don't have ALBL contracts.
No, we could leave.
I mean, our MNBL contracts ran out 2 weeks ago.
That's right.
13 days ago, to be exact.
Can we just go to black and just leave? Let's go now.
Yes. What do you think, Lester?
Go to black and we just leave? Shut the camera down and go home. Right now. No? Shelby's still here, so we can just leave. Oh, well. Doesn't matter. Huh? No idea.
Nowhere at the line where everything is free. He has a chance to put this game away.
If he hits 2 of them, it's over.
Turns into a 2-possession game, Brad. With 19.9 ticks left to go in regulation.
And he does just that. They don't even have to play defense. The game is over.
Freeman's going to take all 3 of these.
Doesn't matter. You'd have to hit the 3 in the foul. Got to put the basket up. Oh, there's a foul.
But he was foul taking 3.
He was. He's shooting 3 of them. That could help if he hits all 3. Now, you put in the scenario. He hits all 3. They get a steal and hit the layup. They don't need another 3. They need to tie it and go to overtime. That's the only way. If they try to get a 3, they'll run out of time.
Right now, this is stuff where ALBL legends are made of on these 3 shots right here.
He missed it. He's still got to hit 2. They can possibly shoot a 3. He missed it. Frank now hits the layup, but it doesn't count. He's shooting three. Might as well hit it.
I'll be glad when this game is over. I don't think Howard Jones can take much more. He has lost control.
Oh, he's like hypertension right there. I can see it in his eyes. A near steal. They got a foul. They fouled. And the clock was still running. They fouled and like another second and a half went off.
They need some more time put back on that clock. Oh, no one's watching that clock, Brad.
More time should be put back on the clock.
How much time do you think ran off after the foul?
I'd say it should be at least another second, 2.9.
Well, we don't have a stake in this, and we carry no weight in here. But it was very slow on the clock.
L.J. Long coming out of the game. He's got 5 fouls. L.J. Long's good sportsmanship was out there shaking hands just a second ago with the Pistons, who are on their way to the ALBL title. Kevin Noel at the line. I mean, the MVP of this game is a toss-up. Adosian could have been the MVP, except that he had a flip into the mouth. If he stayed in the game, the Heat would have the title.
Long, another MVP candidate.
And there goes the 1-1, and that's the game. The Pistons are your ALBL champions. For the second time in 2 weeks, we can say the Pistons are the champs.
On top of the ALBL league, the Pistons came in 4th place in the regular season. They beat the first place Celtics last week to advance to the mini-dance. They took out a heavily favored Heat team that came in 2nd place, only lost 5 games all season, Brad. They were down for virtually 92 to 93% of this game, possibly even 96% of this game. Key thing when Adosian lost his cool and fouled out of the game, it was just with 2 minutes and 34 ticks left to go in the game.
Yes.
The Pistons just kept on chipping away. The Pistons, your ALBL 2009 champs.
And Howard Jones can wear 2 jackets over the summer. Who wants to wear a jacket in the summer? Howard Jones does. The Pistons showed great poise. Unbelievable how they just come back.
ALBL, that they don't get any jackets. That's good because Howard didn't need another one anyway.
No, he doesn't deserve it. As the commissioner is stepping over here talking to
the season's winner. So the Celtics get the jackets. What do the Pistons get? Pistons get. That's kind of backwards. ALBL commissioner, we got to get him in.
What is the deal with that?
In the ALBL, the first place team, which would be the Celtics in this case, gets the jackets, and the championship team, which is the Pistons, gets the trophy. What is the reason behind that?
So the camera. That's a 10-game season. Playoffs are a 3-game season. We believe that the 10-game seasons carry more weight than the playoffs.
Nah, I ain't buying it.
Well, if
you win the title, you deserve jackets and a trophy.
This is the title. You win the championship.
This is the ALBL. It is the
rules.
The rules are slightly different than the MNBL rules, which is fine. This is for the trophies. Pistons take home the trophies. So that means the Pistons are the champs, but the Celtics finish in first place.
Celtics finish in first place. The champs
are the Pistons.
That's good.
So the Celtics get jackets, the Pistons get trophies, and the bragging rights.
Yes.
And that's it.
Well, I don't know. You can argue you got jackets.
I'm not arguing. I'm just saying. I'm making it clear.
You can make an argument that if you got jackets, you got bragging rights.
That's true, too. And they did not beat the Celtics in the championship, so the Celtics and the Pistons can go back and forth all summer long for who really has the bragging rights.
Do the championship team cut down the nets in the ALBL? Does the championship team cut down the nets in the ALBL? Are we going to have
no, they don't.
Celebration?
So I guess we need to tell these kids to leave the building because there's no need to stay.
Oh, we're still
on camera.
I want to get Paul Conrad, the head coach.
You know he's standing there. He had a smile on his face.
Of the MNBL.
I ain't taking a picture of him.
I got to tell you, Paul, Howard Jones, of all people to make history, the most unlikeliest of coaches in the MNBL, Howard Jones making history, having a title for the MNBL Pistons, for which you're the head coach. Let's get it straight.
Not Howard.
ALBL Pistons with Howard as the head coach. And Paul, I'm not sure you in the first half, but Howard Jones has lost control. Is that why you don't let him talk in the MNBL, because he loses control?
Oh yeah, he gets very emotional. He yells a whole lot. That's why I try to keep a leash on him during the course of the game. I let him run loose in the locker room, but not during the game. But, you know, congratulations to him. They started out 0-4, I think, this year, and all the way back to the championship. Pistons sweep.
Pistons sweeps the end. There's a bucket over there. We're going to use that in a moment. No, we're bringing the ball bucket back because there's a lot of coaches that's not liking the fact that the Pistons swept. But the Pistons will be swept next year.
That's what we got. Come on, now, lack intelligence. See the kid. Where is he standing? I like this kid. I don't really like him, but I like him. I'm sorry to hear that. Kevin's your cousin, not Shelby? Well, then good for you.
ALBL Commissioner Tom Herter back in here.
You know,
I'll take my beatings next year.
Yes, but you're going to wear with a smile. You're darn right, because in 02, it didn't matter. We were smiling all the time, even though we went back to the playoffs.
okay, Taylor, the team is
So right now, Tom Herter was speaking in private about certain rules that we don't want to put on the air, I guess. And the Pistons are out there celebrating. I guess the Heat are celebrating a little bit. You know, season well done, second place.
His protection program, his back is to the camera the entire time.
Sunday, he doesn't want to show his face. I'm going to check the post office wall for him later. But one face I do not want to look at is Edward Adosian's. I do not want to look at his face right now. He must be sick. They were up 4. He did a faux pas, and he ended up cursing at a referee. You don't do that in any league you're in.
No, that was created by one of the people ragging on him during the game. And he lost it because of spectators, all right? And that it probably cost the Heat. The Heat.
Oh, absolutely. That's what we said. Without him in the game, they lose.
All right.
We said that.
And that the kid that created it, well, he won't be coming back. You don't have to worry.
There you go. Well, they know who the kid is. I mean, Adosian had 4 fouls before that anyway, so you can't really blame it on that kid. But that one particular play cost the Heat a chance at the title. I think so.
He was being ragged by the kid up on the
stands.
In the stands.
Yes. What can you do about it? He shouldn't have had 4 fouls, but he did.
But unlike the neighborhood basketball league, we put players on during the season, and that's why we believe that the season means more than the playoffs, because a team can be dramatically changed because of players that might be put on it just for the playoffs.
You made a mention that the Pistons started out 0-4 in the ALBL, okay, and players were put on the Pistons team. The MNBL Kings started out 0-4 and they made trades.
Yes.
What are the similarities in both leagues?
There was a similarity, but the Kings didn't win it and the Pistons did. So congratulations to them. And I noticed that Tom Herter is wearing a 1997 Division Champ shirt. Are you following along the footsteps of MNBL Commissioner Kevin Johnson, who wears 1981 Bullets jerseys?
No, I'm just old.
Fair enough, but he says it with a laugh. Commissioner Johnson wearing his 1987.
Rice. Let's get an interview with Rice.
Can we get Mr. Rice in here? Now, personally, I voted you in as today's MVP. You may have not scored the most. You may have not been the most, flamboyant, but your athleticism, your carnival-like shots, but very, very excellent turnarounds and spinning moves. I think you kept them in the game. Your penetration, you always went to the rim. You always drew the fouls, which is what got Adosian in foul trouble in the first place. I think you kept him in the game personally. What are your thoughts? And, as a player, who would you pick as the MVP of today's game if you couldn't vote for yourself?
There's no MVP. We all worked hard. We all did what we had to do in order to win.
Excellent job.
Let Rice speak.
Tom Herter trying to get camera time.
We all had to win, and we all did it as a team. There's no individual that was an MVP at all.
That's an excellent answer.
I like that team attitude. Are you a ninth grader?
Yes, sir.
He's coming up to the high school or the MNBL next year?
High school. It doesn't matter. Whatever.
All right. Well, you go. Good luck. Try out for the high school. If you don't make it, MNBL is 2 weeks later. Tryouts. Well, good for you. I appreciate that. He's playing next year.
Yeah.
Now let's get Nguyen in here. I mean, good job. I think you did very well.
Let's get another unsung hero.
McGee Nguyen. I want Nguyen. There's Kyle Gillespie. Let's bring him in.
You were at the right place at the right time. You got some key rebounds. You had a couple of key baskets down the end. Tell us about your thoughts on this game.
I knew I had to box out the biggest guy, and I tried. I kept putting my butt in it, trying to get it in, trying to get the rebounds, and I had to get it up, and knew I had to get fouls. There was a very impressive block he gave to Tyrone Frank at one point late in the game, and I thought that could have turned it around. He had some really good rebounds, and you just boxed out Frank, who's a much bigger player, and we got Vo over here. trying to say his first name and second name at the same time. We had Bo staring over your shoulder. Has he always been looking over your shoulder? Yeah. Does he want to be you?
No, I actually, he helps me out so much.
All right, down low. This Piston team talk about each other very nicely. I like that.
That's how we do. We're all one with family.
That's impressive. That's one family. How about McGee? Can we get him in here? There he is. Get him over here. Your second half propelled the Pistons to this title. The first half, as always, we know it's Kevin. Kevin Noel is the catalyst of this team. You, in the second half, you had 5 points in under 37 seconds in the second half to get your team back in the game. What happened to you from the first half to the second half that made you just become a scorer in the second half?
I don't know. We were just down, so I felt that I had like a need to score, and it just happened.
Are you a ninth grader or an eighth?
Ninth.
Ninth. Okay, so that's another ninth grader going up. Trying for high school or MNBL?
Probably playing high school.
Good for you. What do you feel anything different about this team? Can we have you move over, son? We're talking Pistons. I know you're cousins of him, but, you know, we need Pistons here. Your team seems to talk about each other like a family. Anyone that you'd like to pull out and say was the MVP today, or are you sticking with the same thing that Mr. Rice was saying?
I don't know. It's hard to choose. Everybody like gave it their all today. Like this is like the best game they ever played. So I don't know.
Did you think you had a chance before the game started?
Yeah.
You guys are very confident.
Yeah. I trusted in my.
You went down 7 in the second half, in the fourth quarter actually, and it looked like it was going to get away from you. Did your spirits get crushed?
No. We just kept our head in the game and just kept playing.
And we can have head coach of the Pistons, Howard Jones, in here. Howard Jones.
He looks a little nervous.
Head coach of the ALBL Pistons. We had said at the top of the postgame, Howard, that you made Malden Youth Basketball League history, having a title in the same season, the MNBL Pistons and the ALBL Pistons.
I just want to thank my players for not giving up, because we had lost about 6 games in the beginning. And
was that because of the coaching?
No, because
hypertension.
The guys didn't play together with themselves. Then we started going to practice more and more. We started setting ourselves to play. And when I came in the locker room today, I told them they have to be intense on intensity. What's the word? Intensity. And then in the beginning, all I asked them to do is win one quarter at a time. Very simple. And in our playoff game, we won each quarter. So that meant by the end, obviously, we won the game to go to the chip. And when we knocked the Celtics out, they put some confidence in our players, because during the regular season, the Celtics were beating us. They constantly beat us, and we had to watch out for that. And the Heat was doing the same thing, because when I went in there, I was concerned about them big guys. But I changed the defense, and then I changed everything, and then at the start of the game, I came out with man-to-man. I don't know. Well, that's what I had to do.
We have to tell you, Coach Jones, when Edozian fouled out of the game, that was huge. He fouled out of the game with 2 minutes and 34 ticks left to go in regulation. Both myself and Brad said we like the Pistons' chances because Edozian was a monster in the paint.
Tell you the truth, that was a technical foul. I didn't really notice. I didn't care about whatever he had to do. All I had to stay on point, stay hustling. When the ball was picked up, trap, and then at critical times we put a trapezoid, which we called was a full court or a half court trap. And we needed to stay with our game. And that's all I was concerned with. It was the men, the boys, playing their game. My assistant coach here, Kyle.
Yeah, who is he? He looks as young as the players.
He's the assistant coach, and what he kept was the numbers there. He was always in my ear telling me that we did this, we need that, this guy didn't get enough time, and an assistant coach is very important when you're out there. Kyle? Say whatever you want to.
We had a really good season. I came in about halfway through. We were struggling in the beginning. I think when kids started showing up to more practices, started actually participating a little more, showing a little more effort, the game started getting better and better. We started narrowing leads down from maybe 20 to 5 or 6, and then coming back and possibly winning it. And they played a really good season. We started off tough, but we beat 2 teams that beat us in the regular season.
I'm starting to see something here. In the very beginning, the first 6 games or so, they weren't doing very well. They bring this young man in the head coach. Do you think you were the reason that you won the title? I'm just putting two and two together. I'm just asking.
No, the team played well, and it's all up to them. I'm not on the court. I just help Howie here with the coaching, and hey, the kids did it out on the court. They're the ones making the baskets, the layups, you know, playing good defense, playing good offense. It had nothing to do with me.
What I want to ask Coach Jones is that your ALBL Pistons won the championship, what we like to call the mini dance. You're going home with the trophies. We want to know, when's the pizza party? There has to be a pizza party.
We'll come by and we'll commentate.
We'll find out. We'll find out. I'll get them together, maybe before or after near the banquet, before that is. But congratulations to all the Pistons, and I'd like to thank all the parents who came to the games to support their players.
And I congratulate Howard Jones.
I want to interview L.J. Long. Let's bring L.J. Long right now. L.J. Long.
L.J. Long, I read a little wrong in the very beginning.
A 3-year veteran in the ALBL, was on the Bullets that had spent 3 years, the last 3 years not winning a game, came with a new head coach, changed the team, changed the attitude, and Long was definitely the quarterback and the coach on the floor.
Well, I voted him MVP if they won it, because he was just there.
If your Heat won it, you would have been MVP in our opinion.
That would have been funny. I mean, I would have laughed a couple times, but then bragged about it later on.
I read you wrong a little bit, because I know the Long family way back. I know Pepe from like 1982, and I know everybody else. I know Jason, I know them all. I came in and I said, L.J. Long, he's probably got an attitude, he's probably a poor sport. Then I saw you last week, and I changed my mind a little bit, but I saw you today. There's a minute left, maybe a little less. You were out there congratulating the Pistons, shaking hands. Earlier in the game, someone you knocked down, you picked him up, you shook his hand. I'm impressed. Hence why you got the MVP vote. But, I mean, you kept your cool. You even ran in the locker room when Adosian was thrown out.
Adosian was fouled out. I mean, on the floor when Adosian got
along with the heart.
When Adosian got a couple of fouls on the floor, you went up to Adosian and told him to cool it. This is for all the models. This is for the mini dance. Showing good leadership qualities on that floor.
I mean, it's all about teamwork. You got to, coach your team, help them out, whatever it takes.
And you're a ninth grader. You're going up next year.
What are your plans? MNBL high school?
Shop for high school. It doesn't work. MLBL.
There you go. Everybody says the same thing. I like that. Try out for your high school team. If you make it, great job. If not, 2 weeks later, try out for the MNBL. You will make a team. So congratulations. Sorry about the loss, but I mean, Chris Cossack and the Heat, great job. I mean, everything went well. Kevin Noel, we're going to bring him in. Absolutely. An 8th grader who I feel can play JV right now on any high school team.
Kevin Noel with the dribbling, with the crossover, the fastest player in the ALBL that we've seen. And he ain't afraid to take it to the hole. And only in the 8th grade.
I feel like I learned from one of my friends over there.
What's his name? Say his name.
Jamal Phillip. All right, let's not we're talking to Kevin Noel right now. He's learned from him, but that's all right. Kevin, last week you dropped 27 points, 29? 27. Tonight, I don't know what you dropped, but last week, the first half, you had 17. The second half today, you know, janitor with lack of intelligence. Today, the second half, you were fairly quiet, but Nguyen stepping up. We had Nguyen hitting some huge shots. You were down, 7, and you started the second half. He dropped 5 points in 47 seconds. You really weren't needed, but you kept that composure. Rice was doing everything he could to keep you in the game, and you finally sat down for the first time in the game. What was going through your mind when you were on the bench? Did you still think you had a chance before Adosian was thrown out? And what did you think after he was thrown out? I thought we were going to lose at first when I was sitting on the bench, because after I got off the court, we started slacking, and we stopped dropping points, and the defense was getting bad. And then once he came out, they just stopped scoring because they didn't have nobody down low to really get rebounds. So,
good answer. Now, what do you feel? You guys, you came in 4th place this year. You're getting trophies for the championship. Would you rather a jacket or a trophy?
I'd rather a trophy.
That's a shock. All right, that's good answer. You know, good answer. You can't put him on his spot. He's only 8th grade. I just wanted to ask him. You're coming back next year. Do you think you can repeat?
Yeah, I can repeat.
Good answer. Nothing against you, but we hope you don't. No, I'm kidding. I'm kidding.
Brad, I know we're running out of tape.
We are running out of tape.
And my son Lester's working overtime, so we just want to...
But he got his Twizzlers.
So we're going to wrap this up. For Brad Ruth Benton, Lester Dudley behind the camera doing this thing. I'm Lester Dudley saying we'll see you next season. And once again, congratulations to the 2009-20 Pistons.
Good job, Pistons.